Hello, everyone. We're back with Ken Dombrowski, executive life coach and master hypnotist. And today I want to lean into that hypnotist side a little bit. And I think we should discuss the 3 biggest myths about hypnosis.
Yeah, we get that a lot. I would probably say the biggest question that we get most often is going to be, how do I know I can be hypnotized? That's probably going to be the first one. And that can be a variety of reasons why someone will come up with that. Well, I have a really strong mind, and I don't know, and I don't think I don't let other people influence me. There's some things like that we might hear, a variety of reasons. But the reality of it is very simple. Anyone who wants to be hypnotized can be hypnotized. It really is that simple. If you don't want to be hypnotized, if you do not want to be hypnotized, I cannot hypnotize you. I cannot just walk up to some random person on the street and put a whammy on them and suddenly they're in hypnosis. I can't do that, and I am, extremely experienced at this. So when you see stuff like a lounge show or some kind of entertainment hypnosis, you're still getting that person's permission. I actually happen to know hypnotists who they call it street hypnosis. So they literally out in a public area like a mall or something like that, they walk up, someone's got a camera, and they walk up and say, "Hey, I'm a professional hypnotist. Would you like to participate in some basic hypnosis right here, right now, just for fun?" And if the person says, "Sure," you just got their permission. That means they want to participate. If it's a lounge show, we need some volunteers to come up on stage. You've got their permission. See? Cannot just go into that audience or just walk up to someone at the mall and just go whammy and boom, they're in a hypnosis. It doesn't work that way.
Also, there's susceptibility is obvious. They're looking for the clues that you're susceptible, which is not the same as what we're doing. We're not looking for someone susceptible to hypnosis. We're looking someone interested in an actual change, even if that includes some apprehension. So it doesn't matter if you are unsure about hypnosis. The fact that you're calling us, you're pretty well guaranteed that hypnosis is going to work for you.
I like how you put that, because that reminds me of something that I say to people also. You looked up hypnosis, you did some research, you looked at our website, you called our office to talk about hypnosis, then you made an appointment for it, you showed up for that appointment. Well, those are all really good signs that you want to be hypnotized. So the only difference is, again, susceptibility, and also if it's your first time ever being hypnotized, it's not going to be a really deep hypnosis, it's going to be high level. But it's the introductory to your mind of being hypnotized. And the more you become hypnotized, the more of a professional you get at being hypnotized. It's not up to me. If I'm doing my job, it's a matter of you allowing and absorbing in. Because your mind is going to want to protect itself.
Right.
It says, okay, we'll try this a little bit. And then a week later, okay, we're going to go a little bit further. And then a week later, it's like, okay, yeah, we trust this process now.
Yeah, because there's different types of hypnosis, like regression therapy hypnosis, and we're not first trying that. You know what I mean? We can't expect someone to walk into some of the most complicated forms where we're actually expecting responses and visualization of your own situations versus just imagery that you come up with based on whatever you're told. That's a lot deeper. There's a lot more going on there. You need to be ready to lock in. We don't want to walk you back for 3 minutes. We want you there in 10 seconds. So it's a lot of that. But I think the second myth ties in quite well, and that would be you're totally mind controlling people, right?
Yeah, we get that one a lot too. How do I know you're not mind control? Well, it just isn't. It's just that simple. So the example I kind of give to help someone feel a little more comfortable, I can have you in the deepest, darkest, heaviest hypnosis, and working on whatever, and if the fire alarm system of the building was to sound off in our offices, your eyes would pop open and you'd get up and we'd walk out of the building together. You're not going to stay stuck there because I have this ultimate control over you. It's not that at all. I cannot make you go rob a bunch of banks and bring me back a bucket of cash. Of course, I always say we tried that a few times and it didn't work well. It's a bad joke, but I still use it anyway. So that just doesn't work that way. And so even if someone even still might have a little hesitation about mind control, make you do something when you're in hypnosis that you wouldn't do, well, everything's recorded. We have video recording to if anybody said, well, how do I know you didn't do something to me, that whatever that might be, that I wouldn't want? Well, we can watch the recording. I'll send you the video so you can see that nothing inappropriate happened. So definitely not mind control.
Yeah, and the thing that I always tell people when they ask a similar question to this during their discovery calls is kind of along the lines of what he's saying. I always say, if you have an itch, go ahead and scratch it. You can still have your conscious thoughts. We're just asking you to choose to zone in and hone in on what he's saying versus any other factors. You still can literally think about what you want for dinner. You can still think about who pissed you off earlier today. Those thoughts don't necessarily need to fall away. We just want you to try and minimize them if possible. So there's really nothing we can do to make you do anything you don't want to do. It's completely within your control. It's the same relaxation you'd experience during a massage or during yoga, or the way you feel right before you fall asleep or come out of a nap. It's very calming without overloading your senses in any way, shape, or form. There's no voodoo going on, which is a lot like our third myth, which is...
So you said voodoo, that's like we're in the same place.
Yep.
The third myth that we get, and this one's not as often, but when
Correct.
it comes up, it's someone who's really, really concerned about it. It is not the work of the devil. It is not evil. Satan is not in part of this. And I'm not trying to laugh at anyone's belief system, so please forgive me there. But it absolutely has nothing to do with it. So I understand that there are some religions who feel that letting someone else other than God, whoever it is that they worship, inside their mind, that they're basically allowing the devil in, or they're allowing something evil in. And that absolutely is not true at all.
Yeah, all of this, we call this emotional and spiritual wellness. Spiritual wellness. Like, this isn't, we're not saying that in like a culty way. We're saying that in genuine artifacts. Like, we mean that your mind-body-spirit connection will strengthen through hypnosis. There's, again, nothing that we will suggest to you during hypnosis that should ever cause harm to your life. We'll ask you to do something illegal. So there's no reason to have spiritual drawbacks, because actually a lot of our clients, I would say over 50% of our clients, have strong religious beliefs. So it actually pairs well with religion versus like being the anti of what a religion would expect of you. Like, we're trying to help you live in accordance with your morals to realistic standards and things like that versus anything else. Like, people will ask, like, okay, like, we're this kind of religion and we believe hypnosis can work. We're open to the idea, but like, how do I make sure that what you're saying to me and what we're talking about doesn't go against my religion? And I say, that's pretty simple. Tell us your religion. We don't use religion to help somebody better themselves unless we're aware of what religion they take part in. We have no problem being like, oh, well, you're Catholic. We will lean into that for you because we know that's your belief system and that's what we're operating on. We're not operating on our belief system. We're operating on what you believe. And that needs to be kept into consideration as well.
All great points. And I'm going to sound a little bit negative here, but this is really valid. It's salient point also is I know lots of hypnotists. I've worked with them. I've talked to these people. I see them at different expos and seminars and trainings that we go to. We see each other and we communicate a little bit, talk a little bit. And it's actually kind of amazing to me how so many hypnotists are very religious, and that's great. But when I go to their website or I talk to them more in depth, they're basing all of their hypnosis about their religion, which would be God or Jesus or what have you. And so I say to them, well, now you're forcing your beliefs onto someone else. What if you get someone who just doesn't have a religion, or they don't believe in this, they don't believe in that? It's almost a requirement now of that person to be treated by you, that they have to basically convert to what you want them to, because that's where your basis is. My basis is neutral. I have a strict Roman Catholic upbringing. I've worked with unbelievable amounts of different religions. I'm not going to use my Catholic upbringing to influence someone who is a Mormon or a Muslim or a Jew or any kind of thing. It doesn't matter to me. I want to know who you are and what you do, what makes you tick, what works for you, and then I'm going to build that into the hypnosis to elevate you even higher.
Yeah, so not only is it not the work of the devil, but personal beliefs have no space. Our personal beliefs, his personal beliefs have no space in your sessions. We're working on your set of beliefs, what you've got going on. Obviously, personal experience from him will play a part in it, but it's never you have the wrong belief system. This is exactly how you need to handle XYZ, because then we're getting into that territory of, mind control or whatever it may be. We're not reaching for that. We aren't narcissists trying to be in control of all of our clients. We're genuinely trying to help people better their lives with an alternative therapy that oftentimes, by the time someone gets to us, ends up being the right answer for them. Mm-hmm. So that's what we need to do, is just get to the point where we have people that want to sit in that chair, they want to talk about what's going on, and they want to let us help. That's all it is.
Yeah, there you go. I think we covered that pretty well.
Yep. So just to recap, 3 myths. It's not mind control. You can be hypnotized if you want to be hypnotized, and the devil has no place here. This is not the playground for the devil. So we just want to make sure that we keep those things in mind. They are commonly asked questions. Obviously, if you have any further questions, feel free to call me, visit our website. We've got some more answers there, but we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.